and you get a possession, and you get a possession, and you get a possession. NERDSoul. Lay Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bring you that Street Geek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we get into another wonderful episode of Talk Shop, and we're getting into nothing but our read-along, continuing Ghostbusters. That's right, y'all, mass hysteria all up in your area. Mass hysteria is good. It really is. It's to all the people that said, when you read the comic book, when you get to mass hysteria, these 8 issues should have been the 3rd movie, or should have been technically the 4th movie. I agree. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do a video laying out 5 big points why Sony should still do this movie. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get into the comic book. We start out a little bit after the 4th issue in this series, where Ray and the rest of the team have gone on a boat to kind of attack this, I don't know, cesspool of ghosts that are like swirling around. And guess who's there? None other than our favorite painting of all time. It ain't Mona Lisa, it's Vigo. That's right, Vigo's there just causing trouble. But Ray is having these weird dreams that might be dreams, might not be dreams. We have no real idea because he doesn't know what's real and what's not real. And it has to do with your boy Gozer. Gozer is just toying with this dude's mind because he has somehow stuck his consciousness inside or aligned it beside Ray's consciousness in his own mind, which is incredibly creepy and super duper smart. So if you thought that was the only smart person, oh no. See, Tiamat is smart herself because she has still flown under the radar and allowed Dana and our boy Lewis to still be, that's right, possessed. These are the most possessible people in possession history. Like when I was first watching 24, I realized that Jack Bauer's family was the most kidnappable family. Well, these people are sure enough possessed. And of course, the ghost birds or the crazy birds or whatever come out and they start to attack. And Egon and Kylie are they're so ready that it makes me proud. You know what I'm saying? It makes me proud that they're like, yeah, y'all possessed. And we about to switch these frequencies and we about to suck y'all on up in this trap. And it's dope to see that they're able to hold it down on their own without the rest of the team, because the rest of the squad is still fighting Vigo. You know, he has this whole, I guess, army of ghosts, maybe, if you want to say that. So they're surrounding him, they're attacking the team, they're strengthening Vigo. And even though Vigo's supposed to be in the painting, I have no idea how he's outside, because when we get back, he's still in the painting. But when you check the painting, you can see that he has a burn mark on his forehead. And that's interesting because whatever Tiamat is doing is allowing ghosts to act in ways that they normally would not be able to act when she's not around. But they handle Vigo and they handle what they think is the Gozer situation or Ray's dreams, because Ray is not really giving the full rundown to the team. So when they get back, Pete and Dana have a nice little meeting. It's cool to see them kind of discussing their relationship for a moment, because Peter puts so much of this like sarcasm and everything up, but it's good to see him dial it back and just be a real man in front of Dana and just be honest with her about his feelings and how he cares about her. It's a sweet moment, but can't have sweet moments forever, because Gozer and Tiamat have something in store for your boy Ray. But before we move on to what Ray has to go through, I gotta remind you guys, you can find me on Black Hollywood Live. That's right, the first online network for African Americans. It's super dope. Check them out at blackhollywoodlive.com, because they have celebrity interviews, after show, sports talk, geek, nerd, tech, the whole shebang-a-bang. And you can find it at youtube.com/Black Black Hollywood Live. So we're moving on. You got Pete doing his thing with Dana, and Ray's having mental issues. So they put the colander on his head with the electrodes and all that stuff. And before Egon can get a real reading, full possession goes down. And not only is Gozer in his head, but Tiamat's there too. And they're not there to play nice, because Tiamat and Gozer hate each other. Yeah, that's right. That's that brotherly, sisterly love. When both of y'all are gods, I guess you got to kill each other. And the cool thing is that you see this amazing battle between these two in Ray's mind, and Ray isn't even really freaking out. He's kind of, I guess, excited that this is going on in his own head. Like, he even makes a comment about it being like two class 7s in his mind battling each other. Now, Tiamat, of course, sometimes women a little more crafty. Well, she outcrafts your boy Gozer, and she does away with him in the morsel type flavor. So it's just interesting to see her take full possession of Ray and the power he exudes, because they try to hit him with everything. Nothing happens. She tries to open up the containment unit, but our boys are smart. Egon and Ray have made sure that you can't possess a Ghostbuster and use that palm print. It like reads ghostness on your hand or whatever, and it won't let you open it. But Tiamat is extremely strong and able to punch the crap out of a containment unit. So with all the commotion, we need a real hero. And we love Pete, we love Egon, we love Ray, but a real hero is, that's right, Winston. He's been in the Marines, he's sacrificed his life before, and in this case, he's going to sacrifice his life again to hopefully appease Tiamat as a goddess and get her the heck up out of New York. But she has other plans, because she knows that he's only sacrificing himself to get her to stop. And I guess when it comes to God rules, you have to like sacrifice yourself because you love him, not because you want him to like leave. So I don't know. Look, man, I don't know the God rules, man. I guess if you sacrifice yourself just because you're trying to protect people, that ain't good enough for him. I mean, I guess blood is blood, right? I mean, hey. But since, of course, Winston's sacrifice isn't enough, Tiamat knows exactly what she does want, and that's Tia's heart, or Tia's love for Winston, because she knows that will completely break him down. And no matter how fast, how hard, how quickly Winston races, he can't stop it, man. He can't stop Tiamat. She takes her memories, and she is like a complete stranger to Winston. And it breaks him down, man, because we know that they met each other when he was, ghost busting years ago, and they began to love each other, and there was this great relationship, and it's good black love. It was just amazing. But she took that from her. But one thing you can't take is romance, and that's where your boy Pete comes in. At the end of all this, when everything seems to be kind of resolved and Tiamat is off on her, she's left, and I guess she doesn't care about Earth anymore. Ray and Egon agree with Pete that, hey, look, you met Tia originally ghostbusting. Why don't we let this ghost go? You can ghost bust, and you can do it in front of Tia, and get your little romance back. And that's how we end, man. We end with the hope of love. And that's what it's all about. That's what ghost busting is about. It's about love. It's about the hope of love. Maybe. But still, guys, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about the complete series of Mass Hysteria? Because between Erik's writing, Dan's art, I've always been on board. It's been an amazing ride, a dope run, and a very, very good comic book with some solid moments in it, especially if you're a Ghostbusters fan. So guys, of course, holla at me. I'm gonna holla at you down in them comments about Mass Hysteria. And I'm thinking about doing that video for real, because Sony needs to get that thing in gear, man. Mass Hysteria is better than I could have ever imagined, even though people had continued to tell me that you need to read Mass Hysteria. So hey, man, read Mass Hysteria if you haven't. And if you have, read it again. It's worth it. So, before I bounce, I gotta tell you to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, check me out there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest in the hour. Then hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right, there's no better way that I can tell people that you like what you are watching. And shout outs go to LA, what up? BA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And there's always room. There's always room for love. Always. Peace.